NIGHTHAWKS feels like what it is, a repurposed script for French Connection 3. It has a lot of the 70s post-French Connection crime police thriller tropes. It involves an international angle, a pair of lead cops who don't play by the rules. It has a howling soundtrack. Sylvester Stallone and Billy D. Williams are the partners who break the rules to get bad guys. Stallone has a real 70s look, shaggy with the brown leather coat. It has lots of New York locations, some handheld camera work. Keith Emerson's score is so busy I wondered if he was being paid by the note. Listen to just the title sequence, and it's like he's just going mad. NIGHTHAWKS is a good study in how keeping things moving can keep ordinary material afloat. Stallone and Williams are given over to Inspector Hartman to try to head off an attack in New York by Wolfgar, an international terrorist who was already struck in the UK. Stallone had troubled marriage. He and Williams don't play by the rules, but I didn't turn it off, even though I remembered the whole plot. Show your heroes doing something, then show your villain doing something that will make the hero's job more difficult. It sounds easy enough, but it's hard to pull off. The movie's best asset is its cast. Nigel Davenport sticks out in this gritty New York setting, but brings a certain gravity to his part and to the threat. Wolfgar is a lot smarter than the street criminals we see Stallone and Williams beating up early on. Persis Khambatta made her American debut in Star Trek The Motionless Picture. Here she proves she can actually act. Not a huge star turn, but she's good as Howard's terrorist partner. I like the offbeat casting of Joe Spinell. Usually comes off as gross, but here is disgust with Stallone and Williams' police work. He managed to be gruff but lovable cliche police lieutenant. I like when they cast against type. Rutger Hauer steals the show as the vicious terrorist Wolfgar. I'm glad they didn't die hard him into being a thief who's just asperging the reputations of real terrorists. Wolfgar is a political terrorist, period. Standout scenes include the ending, which I won't talk about. There's also a tense standoff in which we see just how vicious Wolfgar can be, and also how tender he can be. That's a good conflict. There's a great scene in a nightclub. Legendary stuntman Dar Robinson was stunt coordinator, though I'm not sure if anyone stood in for Stallone in the final scene. He probably wanted that one for himself. The scene I've never forgotten is a very simple one, involving Nigel Davenport in an escalator. I think about it whenever I'm on one. I'm not sure why this movie gets forgotten when talking about solid meat and potatoes 80s action movies. Give it a look. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again soon.